what we call the place where the soul is after it departs the world. The Rambam calls it Olam Haba, that's the world to come. And Nachmanides says, no, the world to come is something completely different. It's after Techiyat HaMetim, after the dead will rise. In the meantime, that place that we call Gan Eden, that we call paradise, is a storage for Neshamot. Is where the Neshamot, the souls, are waiting, enjoying, of course, a tremendous spiritual type of enjoyment, called in Kabbalistic terms Ziv HaShekhinah, the light, the pure spiritual light of God, until the time comes and they will rise. Once they will rise, they will have a share of the world to come, which is a completely spiritual world. The question is, why do we need to have Techiyat HaMetim? Why is there such great significance to that the dead will rise? What is that for? What's the purpose of it? During the time that one is in mourning, during the Shiva, it is customary to say it as we leave the home, that may God Almighty comfort you together with other mourners of Jerusalem. Why do we say that? Because no matter how much we care and how much comfort we try to give to those who are in mourning, we can never do a complete job. We cannot bring him back. No matter what we say, it may calm them a little bit, it may soothe their feelings, but it's very painful, and we can never completely do the right job. Only the Almighty can, because He will bring them back. When He brings back all those that drowned in the seas, all those that were cremated in Auschwitz, and all of a sudden we say, wait a minute, they're not gone, they haven't disappeared, nothing happened, and they're actually still around. That will be the greatest Kiddush Hashem, the greatest sanctification of God's name. And when we say Yitgadal V'Yitkadal Shmei Rabbah, we're talking about that particular time frame, when the entire world will be shocked. The world will be shocked, but the Jewish people will not, because in the Jews it says, Az Yimales Chok Binu Ulshonenu Rina. We will rejoice, we will be happy, we will look at life as though it was just a long dream that went by. But the reality will only be then, when we will see, and we will be cognizant of the fact that nothing, in fact, was lost at all. Techiyat HaMetim, therefore, is a very important part of our faith, and that is why Judaism is against cremation. We believe in Techiyat HaMetim, we bury the individual. There is a certain tikkun for the body as well as it decomposes, and it would also be disrespectful if we would touch the body. Would violate the body. So there are various reasons why we bury, but one of them being that we strongly believe that one of these days, very soon actually, they will all rise. But for what purpose do they need to rise, other than making a point, other than making this point that they've never really disappeared? Aside from that, there's another reason why the dead will rise. The Kabbalah explains that in Olam Haba, in the world to come, the one that really gets the reward for all the hard work is the soul. The soul is the essence of man. That is the essence of the individual. The body is just a suit that we wear, a suit that comes from earth and returns to earth. A suit that was put together by the parents, father and mother. The essence of the individual is the soul. That is something that is divine, that is given to us from God. The soul is the captain of the ship, the one that makes all the decisions. The soul is therefore the one that will be rewarded. Reward cannot be given in this world. Reward is so immense that it has to be given in the world to come, an eternal world. Nevertheless, because the body worked so hard, going to shul, walking, putting on tefillin, putting on a mezuzah, giving tzedakah, the body, the physical body, did a lot of hard work too. Techiyat HaMetim, when the dead will rise, will be in order to reward the body as well. So there will be a certain amount of time up until the year 6000 that the rabbis call Yemot HaMashiach, the days of Mashiach, which can begin today. It can happen any moment, and it should happen any moment. From that point, the Mashiach arrives, which will be in various stages. One of those stages will be Techiyat HaMetim. Up until the year 6000 will be Yemot HaMashiach, where, besides having the temple, besides having the gathering of all the Jews in Eretz Israel, we will have a period of time where the guf and the neshama we'll be together and we'll be able to enjoy a life that will not have any hardships, any pain, no more suffering. On that day, on that time, it is said, Hashem will wipe away all the tears from all the faces.